2020 into a crazy year. And of course, we've been doing our all this time, right? But I think 2020 has been a great opportunity for us to pivot and do some of the things and let folks know that we got some other hot business going on, right?
Girl, the pivot is real. I'm like in a place. Actually, it's actually a good place though, because I know, I've been. It's not like a hard transition going from, being out there in the streets to going digital and training online and, like creating my own, just like you are doing my podcast online and, just trying to make sure that I'm visible while I am inside. So that has been a task, but it is real.
Right. And I think you've been visible. I think, like you said, most people that are used to the gathering business, which means you're outside in somebody's face or you're at the club, or you're at the local park or local concert, we're used to being in people's space to connect. That's what we do as artists. Well, you've done a great job by taking your fitness camp, doing a lot of online boot camp. I know you got the 5 tips for choosing an online trainer. So talk a little bit about those 5 tips.
You know what? I just wanted to come up with something that would get people's attention. Like when you're running your own business, you have to try to become privy of all the information that's out there to increase the traffic on your website and do things like that. So I was just kind of listening. I listened to a lot of podcasts and I listened to the marketing school, and they were saying how, you could just reinvent ads or ideas that you already have, ask questions, post questions, replace a void for your community of people. And I know right now the gyms are closed. So I know that that's the worry on a lot of people that are staying fit, and it's a part of the way you grow. So I figured if I put 5 tips up, it would be, people won't just get used to, hey, I'm a trainer, I'm on here, I do this, I do that, because they're on there working out themselves and they want to be a trainer and they're like, okay, you can do this. But honestly, what I've learned as a trainer, you have to be able to cue people and know what those cues are, know what muscles they're recruiting. You need to know the facts behind that, especially if you're not with them, because they can't do everything you can do. And so if you're noticing while you're doing a workout with them that their form is slipping or anything like that, they better know what to say. And if they can't inform you of the cues, then they're not a good trainer. And I have a community of people that I care about. So it was just my idea to like put it out there for my people, one, to be certified, to make sure that the trainer has another form of communication, just in case if the phone drops down, they got a laptop. If the laptop goes down, they can go to the computer. Another way to utilize it. Make sure that they know your goals. You need to know your goals, number one, but know your goals and know where you want to go. And then I forgot, I had them all written down. You have them right here running, so that's great.
Notes myself because I was
like, they're running down there, so that's great. But
if you're watching the interview, check it out. Number 1, I think, was verify that they were certified. Talk a little bit about your certification journey.
It has been a long journey. I have been certified for. I'm certified in group fit. I'm certified in Viper usage, pre and postnatal training, of course, personal training, body mechanics. Girl, I have a few different certifications, CPR, just as any other, but I'm a certified personal trainer. Like, I did the time. I worked at Equinox for a number of years, 3 to be exact, and I recently parted ways with them, but hopefully we'll be able to collaborate. And I worked for every gym in the city. So I am certified. I know that I can help people out. I helped over 500 people lose weight, and in the amount of years that I've been in this business, and my name and my reputation, they follow me in this industry out here. And I've been connected with some really good people, and to be able to fuse music and the fitness has been something too.
I hear you on that. Now, 2, ask for references. Talk a little bit about when people ask for references. What do they do? What do they ask you about? Not just their certifications.
References mean most trainers, if they're proud of their work, they have pictures of their clients because they have a beginning picture, they have a middle picture, and they have a goal picture. And then they also have times that they spent with those clients. You know what I mean? Like you have experiences. You've had grown relationships with these people, and if they can't speak highly of you, that's not the trainer for you.
I can't Photoshop with you.
Huh?
I can't Photoshop myself in there with you. And when you was at the
right,
fitness,
you can't have an Instagram full of you working out. Like, where's your clients? Where's the people that you train? Like, where are they at? Or is it just for you? And now all of a sudden it's COVID and you want to make some money, so you like, let me train you. Yeah, I can do this for you. No, you can't. You can't guarantee rate. You can't guarantee results.
We're talking to Oracle Jane Doe from Chat Bootcamp, and actually, if you log on to her IG page, she has 5 things that you can do to find yourself a great personal trainer. And actually, number 4 on the list was make sure you have an evaluation and sample session available. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, I always do that. It's so that because I realize that as a trainer, it's not important about me getting a bunch of clients. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm going to bring a client on, it has to be somebody that I feel fits with my personality and I fit with theirs. So if we have a sample session and you show up late and then I'm trying to show you something and you over talking me, we're not going to work. I don't want to train nobody that I can't, not control, but that I can't compromise and lead. I'm here to help you. But if you're going to try to lead the whole session, guess what? I have a friend that I think you do great with, because there's certain personalities that work with certain trainers. So if they're not giving you a sample session, even online, I should be able to meet with you in 30 minutes and you'd be like, I like that person. I want to train. I trust that person. I'm going to go with them. You know?
I can't show up with a donut in my mouth. I can't do that.
I mean, you can, but if you try to keep the donut in, work out, we can't do this.
We're talking about
right. This is not a good relationship.
Personal trainer, and we are doing our thing right here today. And she's giving us 5 tips on picking a personal trainer. Number 5, which is do your part, research, go have a doctor visit, and also know the different techniques. Talk a little bit about that.
I have a quick little story. I had a client that I trained for a whole year. In the first session, I asked her, is there anything wrong? Do you have any sicknesses? Is it anything that could inhibit our workout? No, never said anything. We worked for a whole year and we tried everything. And I was new, so I was figuring maybe it's something I just don't know. But come to find out, after working with her for a year, she was on medication that whole year. And I guess because it was so much a part of her lifestyle, she didn't realize to tell me that that's what was happening. And that inhibited our whole year. And I'm thinking it was something wrong with what I was doing, but I failed to have her fill out an evaluation form and tell me and have exactly her doctor's information, see if she went to her first visit. She didn't do that. She just wanted to work out and lose weight. But that's not important. That your health is most important.
Mm-hmm.
Your health is most important. If you can't have a clean bill of health to start, or at least say, you know what, you are able to start a workout program and it needs to be like this. And sometimes because you want to box don't mean your body can box. So know the technique you want to learn. Your doctors might say you can only bear weight of 5 pounds and you can't raise your arms above this. I need to know that. I should be able to work with your doctor hand in hand. Your doctor, I should be able to call your doctor and say, so they visited you last week. What's going on with them? Tell me. Because that's the relationship as a personal trainer and as a professional that I've established. But, it's hard when you meet people in our community that are just like, oh, girl, I just want to work out, girl. It's not that serious. It is that serious.
Because they don't understand that certain medications keep you from losing weight.
Yeah.
Taking one thing, working out hard as hell, but you're keeping that 15 on.
Right, exactly. You're doing everything in the world and it's not going anywhere. So that's the reason to have a personal trainer. Right. And yeah, you could hop on anybody's group fit workout online and do it with them. Yeah. And I offered that before, but I went one-on-one because I feel like, you know what, if I'm going to be spending my time, it's not about quantity. The money is going to come. But if I could get quality people that want to train and really want to make some changes in their lives, then this is my community. It's not about having 100 clients or 2,000 clients. It's about having that good 12 or that good 10 or 7 that believe in you and you believe in them.
We're talking to Oracle Jane. She's an official sponsor of the GT Suite Mix Show. I'm in the mix every day online somewhere, so just log on to gtsuite.com. You can find out all about her fitness journey at trapbootcamp.com. And you can log on and check out her current workout specials. Tell us a little bit about some of the specials we have going on right now.
Right now, I do have a quality 3-month program.
I got the weed trading program I'm doing over here. Can I bring a couple? No? Okay.
No. It's really affordable, honestly. It's 8 sessions a month, which is 2 sessions a week. Now, if you want to do 3 and run them out, you can do that, but it's 8 sessions a month. And we meet up for 30 minutes each session. Mm-hmm. And our first one is a evaluation and workout. So I find out what their goals are. We do a quick workout, find out where they want to go, and then from that. That makes it 9 sessions, and it's $75, which is unheard of because I charge $50 a session, $50 and up a session. But it is also so that I can kind of weed through people. There is a formula for transformation. And Trap Bootcamp is transform, regenerate, actively progress. So that whole formula, there's a thing in that I utilize, and that is 30 minutes, 3 times, 3 months. So if they can get 3 days a week in there, awesome. But that's the formula for transformation. 333, which is 9, my favorite number. So I'll never forget that. But if they can do those things, we got it. We got it. We're working with grease here,
That's right. We're talking to Oracle Jane. She is telling you a little bit about her class evaluation sample session. $75 on her website, so don't miss that deal. And right now, you can also talk to her about her new Shut Up and Trap Bootcamp mask. How can you be a part of that?
Yeah, let me get one for you. Hold on. Let me grab one right quick and cover it. And
his lips, real or fake?
Them lips don't get caught up. They don't get messed up. But I made the mask also for people that like to train. They absorb the sweat. And it pushes away out to the outside too for you. So it's a good mask. I mean, it's worth the $20. It's very durable. I've washed them several times. This is a brand new one, but it's a great design. And I work with a good company. I was so happy that after I had purchased these, I had looked in a couple of companies that I work for, seeing that I posted it, and they all went and got some done too. So I know that I'm setting a trend with what I'm doing. I know it's just a small little me, but it is making a big impact. I'm just trying to get the acknowledgement of that impact,
Mm-hmm. Oracle Jane Doe hanging out with us, talking a little bit about her Trap Bootcamp mask. You can buy them now on trapbootcamp.com or hit her in a DM on how you can get yours now. Maybe Cash App at Trap Bootcamp on IG. Also, the COVID-19 has caused us to pivot so many different ways. I'm tired. I'm a basketball player, and I'm tired of the pivot. But as a basketball player, I think I was ready for this. I understood what I needed to do in every moment. You know what I mean? But how is this for you to transform your business, the BLM protest, and the impact on the continuous pivoting of the fitness business? I see some guys out there, they just reopened it. Now we just reopened. We just moved everything. Now they're telling us to close again. What are your feelings on that?
I've been feeling that the fitness industry was moving towards digital for the last 2 years. And I was trying my best to encourage my clients to do online sessions. I would call them cyber sessions. It was something that I just felt. I felt that this was going to be how it was going to be, because initially, everybody wants to be active, but you have so many things that you have to do in a day. And if you're at home and you're working out, you have to train, you have to work at home now. So why not be able to do my workout right quick, go back to my office, in my room, do that, you know, and have it all right here and there, because that's how it's going to be for a while with these cases going up. And, you know, I mean, the pivot had to be, it was calling me for so long, and I didn't know. That's why they call me the Oracle, but I felt it. And so I started trying to make the pivot early, so it was not a hard transition for me. As far as Black Lives Matter, Black lives have always mattered.
All day, every day.
All day, every day. But the wonderful thing about it is, it means something more. It's not just a cliche. You know what I mean? I think we always knew it, but now it's starting to be like, oh, like, I mean, it's crazy because I seen a meme that said, y'all acting like Black folks just came out. We was out, we've been going through this for years. And so I haven't really put myself in the position to be like, you know, I haven't even been out to been able to go protest because the fear of getting COVID and knowing that it's real, I just didn't go out there and protest. I did my protest online. You know what I mean? I created visuals and stuff like that. I that's how I made my Black Lives Matter. You know what I mean?
I think a lot of people didn't know that, you know, the fact that people were sick already, and then to have something like this blow up right in the middle of everybody being frustrated at home. You know, folks are already frustrated. They sick, they losing money, and now y'all still beating folks down in the street. Oh no. And then the fact that they didn't go to the hood, you know, they went to you know, the more upscale neighborhoods. Was that politically correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know what? We're not tearing up Normandy and Manchester. We going over
do it this time.
Cross over the wall, right?
I commend people for fighting the way that they know how.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not mad at the protesters. I'm not mad at the looters. I really can't really say anything about either party because we express our ways we express ourselves in which the way we were born and we grew up. So if a way to express yourself is looting or fighting, whatever that is, who am I to judge that? That's not the way that I do it. But this is a continuous fight. It's not going to be 1 in 3 months. It's not going to be 1 in 1 year. This is going to be forever. Black lives will always matter. Every life will always matter, but right now we're on fire and we need help. But then, you know, it's so crazy because we putting out our smoke signals, and it's crazy that all the other stuff is coming from under. You know what I mean? The Native Americans, all of this stuff is coming from under because it needed to be, you know, they say from out of the darkness comes the light.
Right.
We are that. We are that. And so that's just kind of like our destiny, and it's not something that you can play with when you say that you're a king and a queen and you have, you know, royalty. Oh, well, then you're going to deal with some shit. And that's what we're doing right now. We dealing with some shit. My father is a member. He is a former member of Lakeside, the original Lakeside. He's now not really performing anymore, but he had a stroke, but he's doing well. He's actually pretty strong, but he's not performing anymore. So that's one of my connections, and I have so many other. I found out a couple years ago that Snoop was my cousin.
Okay.
But I don't, it ain't like that. It ain't like I can call him right now and be like, hey, cuz, I got a new song out. Link me up. Like, he would have been the first person on my Kickstarter. Best believe that. But I can't get to cut Snoop right now. But that is my family, you know. And I have a lot of family in the industry. I have a lot of affiliations, friends, you know, a lot going on, girl.
And you talk about
name dropper.
Right. You don't want to name drop when you're trying to really authentically let people know what you're doing and that you are qualified to do what you do. And so when you name drop, it makes it look like you're trying too hard. But you mentioned Snoop Dogg, which is very, very good because he actually was in the latest versus battle. Snoop Dogg, DMX. What are your thoughts on the whole versus battle? And if you had to pick the system members to rock it, who would you pick?
Ooh, I love the idea of the versus battle. I think it's good, clean fun. It's not beef. It's like, it's kind of like, I got a good song, you got a good song. I got a good song, you got a good song. So it's good. It's like, it's a good exchange of energy. I think it's great for the community because we want to see the greats talk. Like, I love DMX. And so the idea of seeing him like, hey, today, we don't learn today. barking, it would be like the best verses ever. And Snoop Dogg's like, oh, and he's like, that'd be
and you
great.
know what? I had a couple of my picks were picks that I thought were great records that I loved in the club. You know, when I was just putting names up there when they just started asking. One of my records that I love was No Love for Me. That was one of my records because that spoke to me. Like, you know, my grandmother, when she was alive, she loved the DMX record, Y'all Gonna Make Me Lose My Mind. Okay?
Yeah, I remember that.
All right.
I remember that.
I mean, a lot of good records, a lot of records that are getting played right now, a lot of downloads on iTunes. I think it's a great way to kick up interest in these artists that you may not know that they had that record or that producer was on that record. You know what I mean?
That's what I like about it too. You learn so much about the song because they say something like, "Oh, when I wrote this song, I was and so and so was in the studio." I love rappers' stories. Period.
Right.
Like, I love that. I love him. I was on the phone with Supernat, who's an excellent.
Freestyle.
Yeah, I was on the phone with him this morning. Dude, he told me one of the funniest stories I have heard in a long time. And I swear, every time I start telling the story, I start laughing because it was so unbelievable. But rappers, they just tell the best stories, man. I wish I could come up with a podcast for that because, girl, my God, like, it was so funny. So funny.
I remember that when I was in Vegas. I used to do the Magic Convention, and Supernat was sponsored by one of the clothing labels. And I was there DJing, and that was back in the day when you would just drop the instrumental and they could just flip it. It didn't have to be a certain instrumental. You know, you would put one on, okay, I'm going to flip over this. But he could be like, take something out of your pocket and I'm going to rap about that. And you have ID and the Visa card and a candy wrapper. And he'd be like, just go off from that. And just, you know?
He's dope. That's my family. He's dope.
So pick the system member to go up against the system member battle right now. Who would you pick? Who against who?
In the battle, they will go against each other?
Yeah, they go against each other,
Ooh, versus song-wise, Candy Cole and Miss Bliss.
Okay. Okay.
They both got bangers. Ooh, that'll be a hell of a versus battle. I think you done started some shit, girl. That would be a hell of a versus battle because Bliss has. Ooh, we might have to do that, Gigi. They came up with some shit. We might have to do that.
That's how I come up with it.
Yeah, because those two, I think both of them have some bangers. I mean, I got bangers, but they got heat. I can't even lie. They got so much like head bob and ass. Bliss got the ass shake. I don't know. I think your neck will be broke and your shoulders and your hips will be broke. Messing with both of them.
We're talking to Oracle Jane Girl, representing the system and her new Trap Bootcamp website, but also talking a little bit about some of the industry connects and the recent versus battles that have been going on. If you log on to my Instagram, I put up there a picture of these two little kids that they were representing Fabulous and Jadakiss. I got so many hits on there because people was looking at the energy that Jadakiss from the Locks had on there, and I every time I see that picture, it gives me life because that's how I feel. Like, okay, some of those Locks records, they were like, beat down, crying evil records that make you feel something. That, like the record that the Locks had with DJ Premier, Recognize. That record, like just the beat, you know what I mean? So, we have a ladies battle that they're trying to put together. They've been talking about Missy. They've been talking about some other ladies. Who would you pick for the female MC battle?
Ooh. I think it wouldn't get messy if because we got some messy old school artists. So
right.
In order for it not to get messy, I would say Queen Latifah. And dang.
I mean, be a cipher with Queen Latifah, MC Light and Yo Yo, or
MC Light. There you go. That's it right there. Queen Latifah and MC Light. That would be a good one. Because what I was thinking was, I was like, who could we get that wouldn't be like songs wouldn't saying bitch too much?
Well, they can do a clean version. You know what I mean? They can do. We can.
Yeah, but I know what I'm saying as far as like the energy I'm speaking of. We gonna go forward. We want some like positive energy. We don't want to be like bitch, 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 bitch. Although that's kind of how our battle would be. The system battle would be bitch.
Well, that's a story right there of like, why would you have a clean version so that everybody can hear it, you know?
Yeah, you might, because there wasn't no clean version on the dude, so let me stop.
Right.
I say, let's go, run that.
Right, it's grown folks music.
Run that dirty rap, run that all.
You could do the transition between, Queen Latifah, MC Light, Yo-Yo, and then Lil Kim and Foxy Brown, because that was the next one.
That would be the bottle.
Every time I would
love to see that. I would love to see Lil Kim and Foxy Brown right now. That would be so dope. I would so watch that.
Right, we got it going on. What?
Or even Eve. I could see Eve and Foxy, or Eve. I can't see even Lil Kim, but I could see Eve and Foxy.
Right, Eve was like the next step from those two, because those two kind of made it acceptable to be sexy. And then Eve came along and she came and gave her more edgy sexiness, with a little hardcore. Yeah. Everybody knew she was, an ex-stripper or whatever, I'm feeling. Right. But she came with an edginess about her, you know what I mean? Right. But definitely we're talking to Oracle Jane Doe. You can catch the GG Suite Mix Show every day. We're reaching 250,000 plus listeners a week. If you want to advertise, log on to the GG Suite link on the website. And you can also see some of the other projects that I have going on. Obviously, it's on hold right now due to the COVID. But if you log on right now, I think this is a great time. What are some of the projects that you've been wanting to work on right now, and that you probably got 3 more months or 6 more months, because there's no more, in your face things going on. I think this is a great opportunity for you to get your money together, get your sponsors together. What are some of those projects you're working on?
Well, I'm currently working on like just freshening up our website and, getting fresh content on our YouTube. We're starting a YouTube page next week. On the 30th, but I basically need to, I have projects that I want to do. Like I have an idea that I want to do. It's another podcast. And like I was telling you about the voices of rappers and stuff. I used to work for Hype Magazine, and I did a bunch of interviews for people on Hype Magazine. And I'm thinking about recruiting a few different MCs to tell some of their stories, but, in a different way. It's different because I'm creating this character. Her name is Lolly Dandridge, and she's been through the industry. She's been through a whole lot of different things, and I want to kind of like have different rappers be the dudes that she dealt with and utilize their voices for that. So that's a new project that we have. It's just kind of like in the infant stages right now, but the Sexcapades of Lolly Dandridge is going to be a project that I work on during this time. I'm trying to really just nest egg a bunch of the Sexcapades of Lolly Dandridge. So it's going to be interesting because Lolly's very interesting. She's an interesting character. So I'm excited about that. And, more so now trying to figure out a flow, because now I have enough projects on my hand. Now I have my calendar up, and my calendar is just explaining like, this is what you have to do every day. Like I have to figure that out right now. I don't want to put too much more.
You got so much time on your hands. You need to be focused in the morning. When you get up, you got at least 3 things on the calendar that you need to be like, look, I need to knock this out. And I've been trying to beat the sun, right? Because everybody knows as a DJ, we're used to being out at night. So what I do is get up early, beat the sun down, and say, okay, I did this, and this. And I've been more tired during the COVID than
I know, because I'm like, I feel like I have like this weird energy that won't allow me to go to. I can't go to sleep unless I'm falling asleep working. Like I need to be. I'm in this bed, like sitting out here on the phone or on this computer, just like, okay, we got ideas. Oh, what's tomorrow's post? What's tomorrow's post? Like, it's kind of almost like a Mad Hatter kind of situation, but I welcome it because it's like, it's not the old distractions that I used to have. You know what I mean? I would use certain things to be a distraction because I know I had shit to finish. And so it's like there's no distractions. You know, I got my little plant babies outside. Like, I'm here. I'm in the house. And I'm enjoying it with my kids and my family. It's great.
We're talking to Oracle Jane Doe, the girl DJ Sweet. Don't forget to check out some of our sponsors, automotivellc.com, brandandlit.com, DevWTruth.com, the State Farm agent. She's representing out in Atlanta and Redondo Beach. We'll be talking to her a little bit later. Do you have any final thoughts?
No, you know what? I just always, I'm always thankful for you. You came on my podcast. I came on yours. I'm thankful for the exchange. I'm thankful for a friendship that is a healthy exchange. It's always been, you've never been like that catty friend. You've always been that confidant that I can come to. And I'm just so thankful you inspired me to do so much more than you inspired me to quit my job, girl, but it was the best decision I ever did. And I'm just thankful for you. And I'm thankful for what you're doing. And I know that you deserve way more praise than you get in this community. But if anybody hasn't told you, girl, you are appreciated and I love you. And I'm thankful for you. Thankful for you.
Well, I have been using the COVID to get out of my own way, okay? Sometimes, you keep moving, you keep doing your thing, you're working, you're going from end to end 5 days a week or whatever. And I said, you know what? I'm going to use the COVID to get out of my own way. And I want you to name one thing you are doing to get out of your own way.
I'm not abandoning my ideas anymore. I'm not abandoning the idea of success anymore. And I'm not abandoning the idea that I am in control, special, valuable, and worthy of everything coming to me. I know this now. It's no longer a doubt or anything like that. So if anything, that's what COVID has taught me. I've been out of my own way in a long time, but it's just the implication of the idea, not just having the idea, but it's acting on it and creating something that it may start small, but it can grow later. So that's been mainly the thing for me.
You know what? Something recently happened in the last 48 hours that I wanted to ask you about. We just talked about your thoughts on the whole versus battle and the lady MCs, female MCs. And recently, the last 2 days, they had incident with Tory Lanez and the current female out there getting her money right now real hard, Megan Thee Stallion. Did you have any thoughts on that?
Unfortunately, I've had my thoughts on hip hop for a minute, and it's another reason why I had to transition as an artist and just say that I am an MC at heart, but I'm a vocalist and everything else, because sometimes there's a hard stigma that follows being a rapper. And it's a sad situation, and it's unfortunate that this is her first real big year and that something like this would happen to her. But, my prayers go out to her. I don't know exactly what happened, so I can't speak on it whole. But what I will say is, hopefully she'll utilize this situation to realize who she needs to be around, because this industry is definitely built on, I don't want to say anything that's going to bite my ass later on, but this industry is built on a lot of devilish things. And it's unfortunate that we have to experience these type of things to boost our career. But it's sad that this is becoming the boost of these types of artists getting shot, going to jail, or some type of scandal that makes them big. Right. And I hope that this is not something that ruins her career, but boosts it. But I don't want this to be the basis of what she has to deal with in this industry from here on out. Because we don't know what happened, but so many stories are coming out of what happened and nobody really knows. But from this is going to follow her forever. She's always going to have this incident. They're always going to interview her and say, so what happened? She's never just going to be Meg Thee Stallion, the new rapper with the new career that could be. She's always going to be that got shot with Tory Lanez. What happened? Why? That's her career now, and that's sad. That is based on that.
Especially since she, just battled some stuff with the label and different things, stories out there that we don't know, so we can't speak on it. But
her album even came out. Full album haven't even came out yet, right? That was a mixtape she just put out. This is sad.
Right. And she's also been able to connect with some big industry heavyweights, and Beyonce, they are the heavyweights in the industry. So to be able to link up with them and then for something like this to happen, I'm pretty sure, maybe her team is advising her on, what she should do next, and maybe some of the folks. But, when you're 26 or 27, you don't want people telling you nothing about who you're dating, you know what I mean, and who you're hanging with. But
I would pray that, I don't know if they were in a relationship or anything like that, but I would just pray that the situation is, like, both of them had two of the biggest years of their life.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying, that this industry has so many devilish things that come towards you, because it's always going to be a test. And for you not to pass that test and not to know, there's something going on with you. There's something going on with you mentally or physically. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what their situations are, but if you're not adhering to the people that you're around and situations like this are happening, then you're in the days. Because everything is going to come at them this year. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta know your surroundings.
2020 is the year.
You gotta know your surroundings. You gotta know who is valuable enough to experience you. And I don't think that she had the opportunity, or he had the opportunity, I don't know what happened, to know that they didn't need to be around each other. You know what I'm saying? So I pray for both of them. That's all I can say,
We're talking to Oracle Jane Doe, industry veteran, industry pivot leader, the new fitness curator at trapbootcamp.com. Be sure to log on to her website, log on to her IG now, and talk with her about her Kickstarter campaign that she just launched. You guys are, you say you have 24 more days, 25 more days?
Yeah, the last day is August 8th.